Welcome to our in-depth Scrunch AI review, designed to help you decide if this platform is the right fit for monitoring and improving your visibility inside AI-generated answers. As AI search changes how people discover products and services, the question is no longer only where you rank on traditional SERPs. The core question is whether AI assistants recommend your brand, in what context and with what evidence. Let us begin with the problem Scrunch aims to solve. Tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google AI Mode increasingly answer questions directly, summarizing information from across the web. These systems often provide citations, but they may not expose all sources consistently. For brands, the old approach of tracking blue link rankings and click-through rates does not tell you if the assistant mentions your product, frames it positively, or suggests a competitor instead. Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO, is the emerging practice of measuring and improving brand presence inside AI answers. Scrunch positions itself specifically for GEO. What does Scrunch do at a high level? The platform programmatically queries major AI engines across categories like product research, comparisons, how-to workflows, and buying guides. It captures the full text of answers, any visible citations, and follow-up prompts. Its AI models then detect entities such as brand names, product variants, and competitors. It classifies the context of each mention, including positive or negative sentiment, feature highlights, price positioning, and the stage of the buyer journey implied by the prompt. The result is a time series dashboard that shows your share of voice by engine, topic, and intent. Let us unpack the features most users ask about. First is engine coverage. Scrunch focuses on leading assistants, including ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google AI Mode with support for other prominent interfaces like Microsoft Copilot and U.com where applicable. Because coverage can evolve as engines change policies and formats, you should verify the exact list and regions during your demo. Second is entity normalization. Many brands are mentioned inconsistently. A company might be referenced by its corporate name, product line, a former brand, or a nickname. Scrunch unifies these into canonical entities so your reports reflect true visibility without duplicates. You can also add competitor entities and product SKUs to see side-by-side presence and context. Third is sentiment and intent analysis. Scrunch applies natural language processing to determine whether a mention is favorable, neutral, or unfavorable, and to infer the user intent behind the prompt. For example, prompts like best for small teams or under $50 per month help you understand not just if you are present, but where you are positioned, which means high-impact decisions should be validated by human review. Fourth is citations and link analysis. When AI engines display references, Scrunch records which domains are cited. This helps content teams identify authoritative sources that influence AI responses. If third-party reviews or industry reports are consistently cited, you can prioritize partnerships or content updates with those sources to indirectly boost the credibility signals that AIs may use. Fifth is reporting and alerts. Dashboards show trends and share of voice by engine and topic cluster. You can filter by region and language, drill into specific prompts, and export data to CSV or through an API. Alerts can notify you when you win or lose presence on strategic prompts, when sentiment shifts, or when a competitor begins to dominate a key journey. Let us move to setup. Most customers begin by providing primary brand and product entities, a list of priority prompts or intents to monitor, and their target regions and languages. You do not need to install code or modify your website for the platform to collect AI answer data. Optional integrations include webhooks to Slack or Teams for alerts and API access for BI tools such as Looker or Power BI. Governance features like user roles and approval workflows help larger teams coordinate GEO initiatives across marketing, product marketing, comms, and SEO. How does Scrunch use AI under the hood? It leverages models for entity recognition, sentiment classification, clustering of semantically related prompts, and summarization of competitive positioning. The goal is to convert raw AI answers into structured intelligence that can be measured and compared over time. Scrunch also applies de-duplication logic so minor wording changes do not inflate trends. Pricing is a common question. While specific numbers vary, most buyers can expect tiered pricing based on the number of tracked entities and competitors, the volume and frequency of monitored prompts across engines, geographic coverage, data retention windows, and the number of user seats. Higher tiers often include expanded historical lookback, custom reporting, and service-level agreements. If you are evaluating vendors, request a proof of coverage for your top 50 to 200 prompts across your key engines and regions before you commit. Where does Scrunch excel? It is built from the ground up for AI answer measurement, so the workflows, taxonomy, and reports map well to the GEO use case. Teams that need fast feedback loops on content and PR efforts will appreciate the alerts and engine-by-engine comparisons. The platform's entity normalization and context tags reduce manual labor relative to spreadsheets and screenshots. What are the trade-offs? Coverage can vary by engine and region due to rate limits or format changes. Sentiment and intent classification, while useful, are not perfect and should be audited for critical use cases. Also, some AI engines provide limited or no citations in certain answer modes, which constrains direct attribution. Finally, like any monitoring platform, value depends on maintaining a focused prompt set that reflects your real buyer journeys. How does Scrunch compare to alternatives? You could build in-house scripts to query assistants and store outputs, but you would need to maintain parsers for multiple engines, handle blocked responses, and build your own entity recognition and reporting. Traditional SEO platforms are adding AI overview tracking features, but they may remain search-first rather than AI-first for some time. The right choice depends on how central AI-driven discovery is to your pipeline and how quickly you need actionable cross-engine intelligence. What results should you expect? In the first 30 to 60 days, most teams aim to baseline share of voice by engine and topic, identify the top unserved or underserved intents, and map the citations that influence answers. The next 60 to 120 days typically focus on targeted content updates, third-party review improvements, PR and analyst relations aligned to cited sources, and ongoing testing of prompts to measure lift. Success is usually measured by increased share of voice in buyer intent prompts, improved sentiment distribution, and more frequent citations of your domain or favorable third-party pages. Who benefits most from Scrunch? Brands in competitive categories, companies with multiple products or SKUs, and teams that sell through complex research-heavy journeys will gain the most. If a meaningful share of your prospects begin their research in ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Google AI mode, Scrunch provides the telemetry you need to plan and prove GEO initiatives. Final thoughts. AI assistants are becoming the front door to discovery. Scrunch is purpose-built to show whether that front door opens to your brand, how warmly you are introduced, and what to fix next. If you need structured, explainable visibility into AI-generated answers across leading engines, Scrunch is worth a serious look. Request a demo that includes your top prompts, regions, and competitors so you can see real coverage and decide with data.